Well, hello, Leo. How are you? Welcome to Moonrise Cottage. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I really, truly appreciate it. I'm very excited to be here with you. We're coming into your season. And so happy birthday to all the Leos out there. Today's the 25th of July, so we've crossed over into Leo territory. And last month, if you're new, welcome, by the way. A lot of new subscribers lately. And welcome back to all the wonderful folks who've been here with me for this incredible journey all along. So, Leo, check it out. There's the oracle cards for your reading. We're going to talk about your heart and your soul and your life today in this reading. I'm going to try to pack it in 30 minutes or less. So, Leo, these are the oracle cards that came out for you. Look at that. Hawk medicine. You are literally taking flight. You're taking wing. And what you're doing is you are now in this period, because we're coming in to your solar return, we are seeing you soar on the thermal drafts of your life. And they're very intense. If you haven't seen the reading for last month, please go check it out. We were talking about your electrification, electrifying love. Some of you are involved in coming together with someone who's really, truly a fated quantum partner to help you in this sector of your life. It might not be a love partner, but somebody's showing up that's going to help you turn on your quantum internal physics. So we're talking about spectral signature. We're talking about waveform pattern. It's a moment, everybody, there's something very special about this moment that we're in. So you're at a completion point, and we are having a full moon in Aquarius on the 3rd of August. So we see that you are just soaring on the drafts of these things that are coming forward. It is a completion. A full moon always is, but it brings things to illumination. And what it's bringing forward to illumination is the sacred vision of Aquarius that will carry us all forward through the next 6 months, which are going to be critically important to everybody here in this realm. And so, from the journey of love, Earth Angel, there's somebody in your realm. See the moon? Look at the colors of the vibrant universe. There's somebody that you're feeling this way about that is, in a sense, an Earth Angel for you. It's really beautiful when you take a look at the energy that is kind of queued up for you this month while you're at your solar return and this completion point comes forward. You're taking wind on the thermal drafts of your own fire sign energy. It's incredibly beautiful. And look, you're flying right into the rainbow in a sense. Some of you are doing this because your own energy is turning and being ignited. Some of you are experiencing this with a sacred love partner. But no matter what, it could be somebody in your family. It could be a job. It could be, my guides are saying, a spiritual, they just said the word congregation. So groups of people that are coming together now to perform all the healing that we see coming forward. So let's jump in a little deeper. Based on all of those notions, we see you standing in your solar return. That's the card that signifies the theme of my readings that my spirit guides want to talk with you about. So standing in the full light of the sun, you see how you're tattooed, you're marked. This is the protector of lore in this beautiful Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck. You are coming into some kind of very, very high, so to speak, wisdom. Very exalted understanding. You're going to be very abundant in this next period going forward, and it's ushering in this 6 months period where you're going to be standing in your life this way. Some of you with a partner, some of you with a group that you're aligning yourself with, or my guides are talking about a mission that you've started yourself on, some kind of creation that you're bringing forward to attend to your heart. The love that's in, the lion-hearted Leo. You've been initiated into something and you emerge like this. So when we talk about that as the theme, the next card is always you under that umbrella and the umbrella of the oracle card. Look at that. Just look at the image and we'll talk about it, okay? So before I forget, All the links for me are below. You can go to my website, self-book. I'm still running my $40 COVID-19 special pricing that is going to end at some point. So, if you want a reading, now's the moment to go scoop it up because it's ridiculously cheap. There are links below to some of the astrology. We're in a moment of soul growth, and that's why we're seeing this reflected in your reading. So go look at all those, lots of information. I am going to be reinstituting the Nada Yoga sacred meditation. We're going to be dealing with waveform energy and working with the universe to help bring forward the destiny here on earth. It's what my guides call weaving the tapestry. So there are a lot of new offerings coming. Keep your eyes peeled. If you subscribe and you hit the bell, you'll get the notices. And I'm working diligently in the background, and I will let you know. Probably I'll put out a little video. So now that you've absorbed that energy, look at that sacred male energy. The sacred strategy with which you perform your human life. That is the Emperor. So we have you in the first two cards coming out, standing in the full light of the sun, fully vested with your power as a fire sign, and then able to take that up into your personal life. This energy, you become the Emperor, and the strategy with which you do your life it has everything to do with keeping harmony. That's what this is about. In this deck, the Emperor is known as the Keeper of Harmony. So there's a lot of new growth coming forward. Something very sacred is going on. And you are definitely the ruler of your sacred realm within yourself. So I just want to say before I launch more into it, this is a very high energy reading that's coming forward. And there's a prophecy that's unfolding now, specifically as we move into and past this full moon in Aquarius that's coming forward. And it does affect your love relationship. And it has everything to do with the way you go forward on a soul basis. So that's the first card. There are 3 cards that come out about your human life. So the first card of that sacred trilogy. Look at that. I mean, the illustration will inform you. I almost don't need to say anything about it. A Kundalini awakening. From the root chakra all the way through to the crown chakra, destiny is turning. And the sacred breastplate with the 4 swastikas indicating a season of a whole year. So definitely, thank you, Spirit, definitely culmination. Your world is changing as a result of all the things that happened last month. The petals are the petals of wisdom that you're going to pick up as the shift and change occurs over the next 4 seasons. And the swastika is a very ancient symbol. It's been found in sacred places all over the earth 10, 12, 13,000 years ago. It is about the sacred turning of a very particular type of power. Spiritual power often associated with the sacred feminine, actually, as is hawk medicine. Very interesting. So because you're having this awakening in this next sector, you're going to come more fully into yourself, your ability to be a being, having a human experience. And you are literally doing it. When you have that awakening comes forward, you literally join with the sacred consciousness of the universe. That's the star card. Do you see how you're rooted here on the earth, but your actual existence is taking place in the universe? This card is known as the Dreamer of Growth in this deck. So I believe you're having that experience in and of yourself. For some of you, it is linked to the awakening that's coming to you because of this electrifying love, this quantum partner, some kind of a soulmate that is here to walk you to the next gateway of your existence. That's what soulmates are about. And as we know, it is your destiny. Look at you. My God, Leo. That's a prophecy about being able to use the skill set that you're developing, which is that, if I can hold it up properly, look at that. It's astounding to me. And so here's the progression on your human life. Look at that. Amazing, to say the least. So that card shows you having been transformed, that's what the blue trousers are about. You're completely open from the will center all the way up. And in that state of being, you are able to create. That is the Ace of Wands. To see the shining city, that thing that you're going to create because your energy is so switched on and you're creating in concert with the universe, some of you having been stimulated and perhaps in concert with this sacred quantum partner that has come forward for you. And it may have been that this partnership has been in place and now you reach the next level of the ability that comes from that partnership. It's really astounding. So when we talk about the Ace of Wands, we're literally talking about the hand of the universe coming straight through to you and giving you the power to create your own destiny and that which is encoded within you that is meant to cause you to take those steps. And the moment has come forward now when you're going to take wing. Because some cycle is finishing here on your solar return, and we see you like this in your own life. I know that some of you will look at this and say, well, that's my partner. Very clearly, you might be in love with somebody who's an earth sign. Clearly, another being like you that's here upon the earth, very angelic, really beautiful, and able to respond to the type of love that you have to offer. So when you come into this completion, and the world turns and a new cycle starts, which perfects your energy. Here's the next card, look. I think some of you are going to be getting engaged this summer. I think that's part of what's happening. Because you have found someone that you've been able to cleave yourself to. And the story of this couple is that they were in separation. And the woman had a spell put upon her. She found a way to transmute her own energy. So we see both of you in a state of transmutation. Okay? And then when that happens, you are going to take your steps. It's going to illuminate your partner. This is why my guides talk about quantum partnership. It's going to illuminate your partner, cause them to do their transmutation. You will then be able to reach each other in a very intense, spiritual, quantum physics type of vibration spectral signature that happens because you stimulate each other in that way. That's what quantum partnership is about. People used to say twin flame, and my guides have been saying for years it's not exactly correct. You are your own sentient being. You are here to have your experience because you are playing out the destiny of your own soul cycle, a circuit of your existence. So you stimulate each other in this way. When this happened, this couple was able finally to reach each other, and they were in a banquet hall. They ran to the fireplace, giant stone fireplace, and they literally clung to each other, stepped into the fire, and the light of illumination came upon them, and they rose through the chimney, and when they reached the atmosphere, they literally turned into swans, and they flew away. And swans mate for life in Irish mythology, which is what I'm here representing with these types of images. So that, the world card, that's the 8. It's an infinity card. It's the 8 of Wands. That much passion, that much type of relating and messaging and rapid movement, rapid ascension type of movement. So make sure that you take care of yourself. It's always the message from my guides. You have to be able to ground yourself. To have a successful partnership, you must be able to stand in your own right, in your own life, performing your own life. And the partnership, the sacred quantum energy that you stimulate and activate in each other, is the place where you intersect. And it looks like this. It looks like an X. So it's two sentient beings standing in the center of their own lives, intersecting with each other. And so for you, this relationship and this unfolding, this next part of your spiritual life, your soul progression, because this is the energy that is connecting your human existence and reflecting your soul circuit and cycle. So this person is helping you connect with your soul destiny, whoever it is. And look, there's the first. line on the soul part of the reading. That's the sacred grandmother. It's the Queen of Pentacles. So once again, I think many of you are connecting with an earth sign in some way, or earth energy in a certain way, that because the earth is changing, the global heart mind is cracked open. We feel each other now. That which is meant to come forward for all these eons, that's been winding its way forward, is here now, because the internet is a representation of what is actually possible within our own electromagnetic field and our brain waves. So now we are weaving the tapestry of all souls. That's what my guides have been talking about for the 3 years I've been here, showing all of us the way in which we make progress toward that goal. So on a soul level, the Queen, my guys are talking about, and this woman, her ascension process, elevating herself to the aspect of a queen. Thank you, Spirit. The sacred grandmother Danu, who many of the world's rivers are named after, she sits in the universe, weaving together the destiny of her sacred lineage. And for those of you that are in a love relationship, it's the two of you. Very clearly, your destiny being woven together now. So that's phenomenal. Thank you, Spirit. The very next thing, look. So again, we're talking about you, your soul. What's happening? Look at you. You've gone deep into the sacred hut. So this is a story about sacred initiates that were learning about, okay, my guides, they're using quantum terms again, but you learning about the mystical, how to become a mystic, how do you take the journey into the shimmering universe to receive messages and do some astral travel and be in two places at once. So they would literally go into a hut plunged into darkness, and they would stay there with a stone upon their chest for 24 hours and receive messages and allow themselves to have sacred dreaming and astral travel and etc. And when they came out, they would scribe it. It would be written down, and they would recite poetry, etc. So the effort is to get in touch with the universe in order to be in touch with all of the different time manifestations, interdimensional types of travel, to understand that, in order to be able to be available for those who you would remember. This is the Six of Cups, a foundation that deep. That's, again, for those of you that are in training for this is what you're experiencing. Nostalgia about your past lifetimes, perhaps, or the things you dreamt about or wanted to manifest when you were in childhood. Someone who has returned to you in this place for a sacred manifestation of remembering. And we see it all over this reading. And so again, the effect on you on a soul basis, it's very interesting how this is coming out. Do you see that? The two dialogue of knowledge, balance, Two of Pentacles. You're coming into balance. And on a soul level, given everything that's come out, it is kind of a lot to manage, but basically it's about you coming into balance. And when you do that on a soul level, you start on your next journey. And you were thinking you're not prepared, and yes, you are, because you manifested all of this. And so again, we see this notion. You see the triple spiral there? Look. You see what's happening to you? My guys just said, you see what's happening to you? Your teacher is arriving. And in some way, it's you. It's the manifestation of your destiny. See the road? This young man was part of a sacred lineage. And we see the Queen of Knowledge here weaving together destiny that is coming forward from a past life, I believe, for many of you. And also your partner. Somebody maybe that you've known in a past life, or you knew, back when, or in school. My guys are saying, when you were in school. So his dad died. He was part of the sacred lineage of wisdom holders. And he had to go home and take up the chair. He didn't feel ready. Put on a fake beard. And he was trying to fake it. And one of the elder of the tribe came to see him. See how he's pointing right at destiny? And the world card is there. It's so gorgeous. So he was trying to fake it till he make it, and eventually he said, I'm not ready. I apologize. I don't know what to do about this situation, but I have decided to take up my duty. So what shall I do? Why don't you come sit in the chair until I'm ready? You be my mentor and help me. And the older gentleman said, sure. They switched places. He took off the fake beard. And the first thing that this elder statesman, my guides are calling him, did was say, all right, my first degree is that you are ready and you are coming to sit in the chair. Here's your scepter back. You have shown yourself to be ethical, self-evaluating, humble, and filled with love for your people because you want what's best for them. And isn't that the description of a Leo? Always? Oh, Leo, what a beautiful summer you have ahead of you. So you're coming into my guides just called it your wisdom bounty. So we started out talking about the Aquarius full moon that's coming on the 3rd of August. And look, that's the outcome card. So, those of you that are inclined to do it, make a little sacred ceremony for yourself. Maybe for those of you that are partnered within the partnership, have a celebration. Get in that boat. In this deck, the moon card is the imaginer of harmony. So you can get in the boat, put your just touch the oars, and it will take you to your destination. The destination into which you can imagine harmony. And for those of you that are mated, it has to do with that. For those of you that are here to serve humanity, it has to do with that. So it's about yourself, your heart, and your soul. If you want to take the deep dive, you can just jump on that Piscean energy and dive down to the bottom of the ocean, because that's available to you. And the ocean represents consciousness, universal consciousness in this place. It's amazing. So, let's pick from the bag of runes for you, and we'll see what the guides have to say. What a beautiful reading, just incredibly gorgeous. Thank you, Spirit. Can you give us one more piece of advice for beautiful Leo about this just beautiful explosion of energy, reaching a beautiful culmination to a soul cycle? My guys just said, and everything's coming up roses. Let's see. Yeah. Leo. That is the rune for joy. It's gorgeous. All right, I'm going to take just a few minutes, and I think what I'd like to do is read to you from the text. And for those of you that are new and don't know, this is what I'm using. The Book of Runes by Ralph Blum. You can buy this online a lot of places. I just looked for somebody the other day. I think I paid $15 for that, and it's jumped up to like $40. And some places you'll see it listed for $100. Don't spend that much. You don't need to. Okay, so let's see. We'll take a look at what the book. I like to refer to the text when the reading is like this, because I think that my guides always say there may be some words in there that I would not utter that are important for you to hear. So look, joy and light. Beautiful. So the rune Wunjo is about the fruit-bearing branch. The term of difficulty is done, and you have come to yourself in some deep regard. The shift that was due has occurred. Thank you, Spirit. And now you can freely receive Wunjo's blessings, whether they be in material gain, your emotional life, or in a heightened sense of your own well-being. This is an alchemical moment. Thank you, Spirit. In this moment, understanding is transmuted from knowledge. That's what this is about. Thank you, Spirit. Do you see how this is unfolding in your reading? This comes first, then comes that. Great moving forward. And the theme of the reading is light. Standing in the light. I love it. So the knowledge itself was a necessary but not sufficient condition Now you can rejoice, having been carried across the gap by the will of heaven. Joyousness accompanies new energy, energy that was not available before now. Light pierces the clouds and touches the water. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, I'm getting a chill. Just as something lovely emerges from the depths. And we're talking about the depths inside of you, the way you connect to yourself and to the quantum energy that you carry, because you are your purpose. And oh, my guys are saying, all the old kids know, but for the new kids, these are new concepts that are coming through to you. You are your purpose. That's why you're here. And your only job is to develop your energy so that you can be part of the quantum strings of the tapestry that's weaving itself together. Everything you carry within you. So something lovely emerges from the depths. The soul becomes illuminated from within. On this full moon day, I really believe that's what's happening. This illumination happens at the meeting place of heaven and earth. The meeting of the waters. Thank you, Spirit. And you know, Aquarius is known as the water bearer. So this is the type of thing that's unfolding on this full moon that's coming forward. So there's new clarity which may call for you to renounce existing plans, ambitions, goals, and it is proper and timely for you to do so. For Wunjo is the rune of restoration, of the self properly aligned with the self. So, gang, I'm not telling you to just throw everything, throw your life in the trash bin, etc. But what's being noted, my guides are saying, they are referencing the new life that's coming forward. So, because you're at this completion point and illumination in this Aquarian, into this water bearer energy, the meeting place of your joy, your inner energy on the day of the full moon, which is going to carry you forward a minimum of 6 months, you are being supported in the new desires that are coming forward. You won't be doing the same old thing the same old way. And that might be what the book is referencing. It doesn't mean just trash your life. Some of you might. Some of you know, I did it in my life. If you're one of the new kids, you don't know. But I left a career, a high-paying job, to do this because it was time. And I knew. So some of you might come to that kind of a fire sign energy, and it was my Aries rising that helped me have, because I'm a Virgo, so Virgo would never do that, but Aries would. And so it was that part of me that was rising up in those moments. So gang, thank you so much for being here. I'm astounded at all of these things, and my guides just want you to focus on this, focus on yourself, on your energy, and what's coming for you over these next number of months. Thank you so very much for being here. You have no idea how much I appreciate it, and I love connecting. So put some messages below the reading. I want to hear how it's playing out in your life, okay? What's going on? And if you have any questions or you have any worries, the link for the readings is below. It's very easy. Thanks, everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing you next month, Goddess willing. Bye-bye.